It's such a beautiful day. Good morning, friends, and welcome to my channel where we talk all things marriage, motherhood, soul care, and just womanhood in general. If that is something you're interested in, I would love for you to join us. I am not one of those moms that wakes up like before my baby wakes up because I sleep a bit late. I sleep around midnight, and my baby wakes up around 6:30 or 7, and I want to get about 7 hours of sleep a night. And I enjoy going to bed later because it gives me some time to spend on my own, relaxing, spend some time with my husband. This is just how I make it work while baby boy is awake. I think I've figured out some rhythms in the morning where I can fit in these little things that just help me have some mental energy, some physical energy. So yeah, as I said, baby boy wakes up around 6:30, 7, and my husband and I take turns to go through his morning routine. So once he is settled, if it's my morning, I will go through his morning routine and settle him and feed him and do everything he needs so that he's happy. But if it's my husband's morning, I will just wake up and jump right in. So today is actually a Saturday. I'm going to try my best to show you guys how it would look like on a weekday as well, and how I would fit it in so that it works, so that you guys can also make it work for you if this is something you are trying to figure out about your mornings. So let's go ahead and dive into the morning. So I am starting my morning off with a quick 10-minute stretch. It's easy and it really does help me wake up. Your morning routine does not need to look perfect. I think especially as moms, considering that our lives can be so unpredictable at times, it does need to happen at the same time every single day. You do not need to be wearing the perfect gym girly outfit. I am showing my kids that I'm taking care of my body so that this also shows them that this is something that is important. And when they see that you are making time for movements and other healthy habits, they'll learn that taking care of my body is valuable, even if it doesn't look picture perfect. You know, don't take my word for it, but there might be some science behind the fact that like children whose parents exercise or who see them exercise are more likely to exercise. Definitely take that with a grain of salt. Once I've got my coffee done, it is time to head outside and get some journaling done, as well as my prayer and devotional for the day. Being intentional about your mornings also means finding what works for you. For me, that has been journaling recently. I haven't always been big on journaling, but I have recently taken it up. I do love using the emotions wheel because it does help me articulate what I'm feeling. Putting it down on paper really just brings a sense of relief for me. And you know, our time can be so limited as moms, so it's really about finding what is crucial for you and what actually impacts your day positively, and leaning in and prioritizing those things. On this day, I was able to get some of it done while baby was with dad, but on a weekday when I don't have help, I will just get it done with my baby right there with me. So I have just finished up my journaling, my mental dump, and baby boy joined me, which is perfectly fine. I'm now going to go on to my reading and prayer time. So I'm obviously going to start reading the Word of God, and then I will also read a bit of nonfiction. This book I've been reading for a couple of months now. I actually have the goal of reading 10 books this year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the previous book before this, I literally spent like 2 years reading it. My husband is like an avid reader, and I used to read a lot, but I have completely lost the habit. So I'm trying to build it back up. And I think about one book every 1 to 2 months is something that works for me, that feels realistic, that feels like it makes sense. So I'm on this book. I'm almost done with this one. I'm here. I already have like a reading list, of course, courtesy of my husband. So I do have a few books already lined up, and that is really exciting. It's like motivation to finish reading each book because I know that I'm looking forward to reading the next one. As I'm going into my reading time, I read the Word of God, pray for the day, and then do some nonfiction reading just to like um, get the reading done. Well, get my reading goal done, and then I will be writing down my meals for the day because I like having that done in the like early on, so I'm not like, it's not like two and I'm like, what are we gonna have, all of my meals, all of our meals as a family, as well as my to-do list. So as far as any housework I want to get done today, I'll write that down, and any content work, just my to-dos. Also like having that done and having my priorities for the day done. So that's what I'm going to go into right now. So at this point of the morning, I am going into more of my homemaking housework portion of the day. So it's breakfast, it is chores, and an easy way I have integrated something for my soul into this part of my day is by listening to a sermon. And I have baby in the carrier because when I want to get things done quickly and more efficiently, I have found that I don't have to worry so much about where he is, what he's doing, what he's getting into, and I can just get it done much quicker and then put him down and have him play as much as he wants to. Kindly please excuse my appearance. I took a bit of a mini nap, I think. That's why I look a bit like I just woke up. I did. So I had my breakfast. Baby boy actually fell asleep on my back. Put him down, and when I put him down, I actually just needed to lie down for a bit because I myself am a bit tired. But it is now about 11:30. It's going to 11:30, and I am going to the gym. My husband works from home, so he is able to work while just keeping an eye on him. But he usually sleeps straight, for about 2 hours, sometimes three, which is great. And I will use that time to go to the gym. The gym is like a 5 minute drive, so it's not even a problem. So that's really nice. On days when I can't go to the gym for any reason, then I will do a workout at home. Just definitely do what I can to work in some type of strength training. So I do enjoy stretching. That's just sort of to wake my body up. But then I do have my more like weightlifting, strength training sessions. Twice a week is the goal, and it's 2 to 3 times a week, but two is the minimum, and 3 times a week is like, I know that's a good week for me. I'm going to get myself ready, pull myself together, go to the gym, and have a good session, hopefully. At this point, I was like equally confused and happy to see people going into the gym because, on one hand, I thought that I was going to get to the gym too late because I got there like an hour before it closed. And on the other hand, I was like, why are all these people going to the gym? It's a Saturday, 11:30. Like, don't you guys have social lives, things to do? So I also just wanted to touch on, I think, a little bit of mom guilt I've experienced. I used to really have this idea in my head that I had to be the only one to meet all of my baby's needs, and if for some reason I couldn't be there or I couldn't meet his needs all the time, that I wasn't being the best mom to him, which is really ridiculous now that I say it out loud. But I really used to feel a bit guilty and a bit uneasy with even taking an hour or two to go and meet up with friends or to go to the gym, not because I didn't trust my husband or I didn't trust someone else to take care of him, but I almost felt like, oh my gosh, I'm his mom. That means I have to do everything for him all the time because I want him to have the best, right? Obviously, this isn't possible and it's not at all realistic. Like, I am also a human being, right? I'm also my own entity and my own person outside of being a mom, and that is just a reminder I like to give myself. Just finished up in the gym. It is so hot. Sure, that was like not the best session just because I was really so tired, but I'm happy that I got it in. I moved my body. Being able to get out of the house and exercise is also such a big game changer because being in a different environment can really do wonders for your mental health as well. So I really love coming to the gym. Just the act of getting out of the house is actually part of it for me, not just the working out, because I am like at home most of the time. So I really have to be creative with how I use my time as a mom and balancing taking care of myself and also taking care of my baby. And I also just have to like manage my expectations. You can't expect things to work how they did before, where you could literally say, okay, from this time to this time I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because it's so unpredictable. On some days I literally can't go to the gym, so I don't really have a very fixed routine because life can be so unpredictable. So You really have to hold your plants very loosely. So my phone literally died or stopped working because it was so hot and it overheated. But I do hope that you got some value, or at the very least some inspiration from this video, and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye.